on LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put on LBC. Over LBC. I put on LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly.
Wait, I'm live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto. We will ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. It is Thursday, March 26th, 2026 at 10:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for joining me. I hope you all had a fantastic Thursday and are ready for Friday and the weekend. Even though we have probably few weekends left before things just absolutely hit the fan. But we can enjoy it while it lasts. What's going on, everybody? Let's go ahead and say good evening to chat. Good evening, Alexandra G, Mod Boss, Mod Queen, Mod God. Thank you for being here. Thank you for pinning that Discord link in the chat. I do greatly appreciate you for doing that every single night. We've also got Simeon back again. What's going on, Simeon? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. We got Milk Tea Gripper. What's going on? Absolutely pleased to see you. Let's go ahead and get over to the charts. I did not take a single trade today, unfortunately, but I wasn't able to keep eyes on the charts at all. So yeah, I was at one job for 4 hours today. So do not forget, I am still just a working class man, a husband, a father of 4. One toddler, one 6-month-old. And yeah, they take all my money, which is why I'm not full-time trading yet. Hopefully soon we'll get there. But you know, you trade for going on 5 years, and you know, you expect to make so much progress. You expect to be trading full-time by your 5th year, but I'm here to tell you that it's not easy. It is not easy when you got kids and you got a mortgage and you got a car note, because I mean, you need money to make money. basically. You need money to make money, which is why I've been trying to do the breakout eval, which is also difficult. I don't have the time to make as many trades as I need as I want to make and as I need to make that fits my strategy. But that's okay. You guys will continue to watch me grow right in front of you, and eventually we will do this full time, and eventually we will stream for longer and probably at a different time. We'll see. Oh, GT Jack. How's it going? How you doing? Thank you for joining us. We made 69.5, going the other way now. That's what's up. Yep, I do remember you saying that last night. We've got all set. What's up, fam? All set in the house. How you doing? How you doing? I did see your chart when I went to share the stream. Grow, grow, grow. That's all we can do is just grow, grow, grow. Little by little. I've also overcome recently, fairly recently, within the last few months, revenge trading. Not really revenge trading, but actually I would say over the past few weeks, maybe month, I'd say probably over the past month, I have really started to focus in on just one strategy, and I think it has helped me a lot. I pay attention to equal highs and equal lows. You hear me call them out every single night. And I'll wait for the reaction. Well, it depends on what I'm looking for, or the price action at the time. So I will look for a sweep of a low, and then I'll look for equal highs above. So, or if we're printing equal highs above us as we are moving to the downside, I will look for a sweep of a low or equal lows even, and then a reversal, and then I'll look to hop in on that reversal up to equal highs. So the opposite happened yesterday. I did enter that trade right here at the blue line, and I rode this sucker all the way down, not to this one, but to this. There were equal lows here. Actually, I could have rode this down way further than I did, because I think I got out here. Yeah, I did. I got out here at these equal lows, because at the time they were the only equal lows that I saw. But guys, before I came on stream, I was like, we went down here. Don't really see anything over here. I was on the 15-minute like I am currently. And I went down to the 3. Scrunch this up. Go take a look. I was like, still nothing really there. I mean, you see where the line is, but there's no equal lows there. All right, 1 minute. Takes so long to prove a point. Would you believe it if I just told you and you didn't see for yourself? If you haven't picked up on it already, there were equal lows right here and here. And guess what? There's some more down here as well. Those are relatively equal. Not really equal. They're close enough. The rule for equal or relatively equal for me is if you're just on like a normal, let's just put it on auto. If you're just on like a normal view of the chart and you slap a horizontal line or a ray onto the wick, one of the wicks, if it looks like it's touching that dotted line or that dashed line, it's equal lows or even relatively equal. So we have more equal lows below us. Wait, we did tag it. Like, nailed it. Bruh. No way. I just found those live too. I found more, and it ended up being a target. Incredible. All right. So now price is moving to the upside. We're sitting at $69,136. Don't really have anything. We do have a move up going on here. Connect these lows. Look for a break. Question is, where's the liquidity below that it would hunt? And I do see a weak low here. So we've got a wick. Price closing at the bottom. It's not really a good low. Good low is going to have a wick, in my opinion, and my experience. And I think that low will get tooketh for sure. Don't forget to hit that like button as you make your way in. Hit that subscribe if you're new, and share. Please share my content, and I would greatly appreciate it. What are we aiming for on the top side? I don't really see anything. I hope you guys don't I hope you don't get annoyed with all my equal high, equal low stuff, but I mean, it's the truth. It's the living, breathing truth. I mean, how can you deny that right there? I should have just held it all the way down to the last equal lows, but I didn't know it was there. I didn't even know this one was here. The lowest one that I saw was this one. That's what we had on there. Granted, I didn't go and look very, very deeply, but and honestly, I'm pretty sure I found all of these while I was on my phone. I think on the phone app, on the trading phone app, and not on the desktop. So yeah, I didn't look at a lot of history. So we have dynamic reactor moving to the downside, the 15-minute dynamic reactor. And yeah, so we'll look for a break. Hit our head maybe here, dynamic reactor, and then push to maybe back test back to the, this is the 786. This will be the golden pocket, and look for another push to the upside here, potentially, maybe even a little bit higher. Don't know what this level is. Hourly. 4 hour. Here we go again. 5 minute. Oh, it was this order block from last night. Okay. That we did not get a bounce off of. We actually consolidated at this order block before falling through it. And I woke up with some juicy profits. And I could have held more, but before I went to bed last night, I just went ahead and took set my take profit here, and actually moved my stop loss to just above this high, to ensure that I wouldn't even have to worry about fees. Now we do have these series of equal highs up here, so I do expect for price to move to the upside at some point to take care of those equal highs. For me, it's a matter of when, not if. because that's just how much I believe in the Twin Peaks. The twin tides. The twins. We're just gonna call them twins. High twins, low twins. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something. Maybe the chat can come up with something. We can all do it together. Throw your ideas in the Discord. Don't forget to join the free Discord. USDT dominant. Ooh. This might suggest we might be getting a move to the upside if it follows our strategy, or my strategy, of my apologies, I seem to have swallowed too much air. We got equal lows here. USDT dominance, breaking trend, getting a retrace. And we also have dynamic reactor below us, so that could suggest that we could move lower. But this did move up to the golden pocket and got a rejection. So if USDT dominance acts like a regular chart, then we should see downside to come down and take care of the equal lows. And if that happens, that means crypto and Bitcoin are going to the upside. Excuse me. You did good. Short, you pointed out, cooked with gas. Thank you. I tried. You done good. You done good, laddie. So, do I need to adjust this? Yes, I do. The high is up here. Lock it. Okay, what's next? So, I wanted to leave these lines up just to show, because last night I had these lines up to show that, like, hey, I said it in my channel, in Alex's Discord, Alex of Crypto, and I said this will be fun. This will be fun. I said that I pointed out that all the equal lows moving to the downside. Well, I guess it was these three levels, and I think I deleted one because we had taken it out, maybe. But anyway, and I was just like, all these equal lows, something. And I was like, this will be fun, and this is pretty much exactly what I meant by that. And we have equal highs above us, so excellent. Oh, nope, those are equal lows that have not been touched. We're going to call them virgin lows, naked lows. Something popped in my mind that I will not say. Naked peaks. Those would have to be at the top. Those would have to be at the top. What are you guys looking at? Oh, did I just move something? Are you guys in any trades? What are you doing? Are you long? Are you short? To me, this looks like very much like a potential reversal opportunity, or at least a retrace. I wonder if we will come down here to come and grab this before we push. We do have the potential, being that we are in the Asia session and we have London following. So they like to go and snipe liquidity. Asia just moves so slow. It kind of sets up the liquidity. In a way, let's just go ahead and go look at other things. NASDAQ also moved to the downside, trading at the lows. It's not exactly what we want to see out of NASDAQ. And this was playing around last night, but this is a potential possibility. If we can get a push up here, are we creating equal lows? We are. So that's a pretty bearish candle. We were talking about this last night about how, I mean, this just kind of looks like a slow bleed sell off, and then typically you'll get like a final capitulation before any kind of potential reversal comes in. Does that mean it can't just reverse here? No, it absolutely can. It's just when I call it the waterfall, and it's basically when you're getting a very slow chop to the downside, and then all of a sudden it's just too much and it just breaks. And that little break is kind of like you get all the waves, the rapids up at the top of the waterfall, and then you fall over, right? Do you get rapids at the top of a waterfall? It looks like a waterfall, right? The top kind of looks like the bottom, but in between you got the Is there a waterfall emoji? I did a long in Solana from 84.47 to 86.64. It was too much consolidation for me. Took 13% profit and left, waiting for retest again to clean the Trump candle, and I may enter long again. Excellent, excellent. Harpski, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Oh, okay, Dynamite. Congratulations on the trade and on your victory. 13% is nothing to what's the word? I gotta start getting more sleep. 13% is fantastic. A lot of people want their 10x's and all this stuff, but if you're just trading, 13% is a fantastic trade, in my opinion. Just my opinion. I try to get, when I do trade, I'm trying to increase the account by like 1%. You can just increase your account by 1% on average. Eventually, you'll be doing great. The liquidity twins, or lick twins. Let's not call it the lick twins. Ties into the stop hunt liquidity concept. The EQ twins, EQ, quick shorthand that could catch on in chat. I like how you're the balanced buddies. Like that's totally from like a AI or something. Chat GPT or Gemini. I'm happy with it. Yeah, awesome. It's always great to win a trade, man. It's when you, and you know, that's what most people, that's where most people like mess up when it comes with trading, is they focus too much on the outcome and not enough on the execution and the process. Execution should always come first. Without the execution, you will not get your desired outcomes. So you have to focus on execution. Did you enter the trade by your rules? Did you follow your rules? Did you stick to your rules? Did you use proper risk management? And did you take profit when you planned on taking profit, and not just when, and didn't hold on for greed and lose it all? Did you add to a losing trade? Hope not. Outside of pre-planned ladder in trades that are specifically designed to be broken, take your position based off of your stop, how much margin you would use based on your lowest stop, and laddering half a position, or 1/3 on the way down, unless it's pre-planned. You don't add to losing trades. In my opinion, not financial advice. But yeah, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please do your own research and stuff. So, execution is everything. Sticking to your rules is everything. That's what you should be tracking. You should be tracking your trades and your execution of your trades over everything else. Don't look at the dollar figure, the percentages. They can feel small sometimes. It can feel like it's not enough, but trust me, it compounds over time. You just gotta stick to the execution and produce quality trades. Over time, you'll become profitable. I believe in you. So NASDAQ looks like it's going to die. And so does the S&P 500. And of course, I am being a little bit dramatic, but these are daily charts. So, yeah, and these are slow bleeds, man. And we got equal lows over here on the S&P down here. So just like the NASDAQ, the S&P also has some equal lows going on, potentially down here as well. Right here at the 50% retracement. And some gaps down here at the golden pocket and the 786. So hopefully it doesn't go down that far. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt. This was the start of 2026, so I mean, I've already gone through something pretty brutal, right? Thank you for the words of wisdom, David. Thank you for your words of kindness. Jesus saves. And thank you for joining the live, joining the stream, joining the chat. I don't know. And God bless. Got stopped out to the penny 3 times today. Ooh. Ooh. Really? That's the worst. Like on Bitcoin? Because that's even worse. Like, to the penny. Yes, you should also react to the market. Only use facts. Oh, you mean shouldn't react? Wait. You should also react to the market. You should adapt. You should adapt when it's time to adapt. But understand that you have to have a system for what you are adapting to. And you have to follow that system. Once you understand that it is time to adapt, you got to change the system. And you got to have it ready. But when you're trading intraday, I mean, I don't know. The equal highs and equal lows, man, they're just there every day. So, I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Every single day, they're there. There's something there. They may not get taken out. I don't know. I feel like I've been seeing equal highs and equal lows get taken out every single day. I'm going in again soon. 8 a limit long blowfin, but not chasing or revenging. Okay, good. We don't want to do that. We don't want to chase or revenge. And David Gelfin, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us. Do greatly appreciate you for being here. I appreciate everyone's support as well. We are very close to super chats and memberships, guys. And it's gonna be a good feeling once we get there, because I've had this channel for like 4 years, and I finally started to actually like grind away and do live streams. Really, I started doing that on Piper Academy, and then, but for the last since August, so August, all of August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So I've on April like 1st, I will have been on my own doing this most nights for 8 months straight, and that's the grind, man. That's the grind. And so, and of course, I've had a lot of help along the way from Piper, from mostly from Alex O Crypto, and because he's an amazing person, of course, as everyone should know by now. XRP, are you going to go to 67 cents? Come down here and take out the October 10 low? Potentially? Maybe. What I mean by react is if I did analyze and entered a trade like a long, but the market isn't going your direction, I should react and exit, not force it and be realistic what's actually going on. Okay. Yeah, and you also have to be able to identify that change too, right? And be confident. I mean, there is a chance, right? There is a chance where you're just wrong that the market changed. And then it goes against you again. Those are the most frustrating days, and those are the days that lead to revenge trading. How many more YouTube watch hours? If 215 people watched 1 hour of my content, I'd be at 3,000, which is what I need. So that would be, yeah, so 215 watch time hours, which that'll go up because it doesn't really update all that often. Usually once, maybe twice a week. Usually it'll update on like Sunday. So it might be higher than that. We'll see. It's all good, bruh. 69,000 Bitcoin. What's going on? What is the Russell doing these days? Not looking bullish. Vodka fibs. Well, thank you. Jeez Louise. It kind of looks like it wants to get a little bit of a reversal in here. Kind of sitting on top of that dynamic reactor. Actually, you know what? This might just be a retrace. Come back up. Got stacks on stacks of candles here. Let's see. Do we have confluence with the fib? We do. Golden pocket. So that would coincide with my thesis that Bitcoin will make a push into this weekly fair value gap and potentially even tapping the dynamic reactor, or even potentially getting up to the golden pocket of the range. From this high to this low, And then from there, I still believe we'll go lower. Bear market rally. And then maybe final capitulation. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it will do another chill sesh, chop around, do some craziness, choppy, sloppy, and then push down one more time. Hopefully, just one more time. We'll see. So we have a little bit of an issue because I was thinking this through with a friend of mine. I need to make sure I am 100% correct on this, but I know I am mostly correct on this. He said something about he's almost 1% sure Trump is targeting our own refineries to raise and keep gas prices high. We rely 0% on Iran oil to our refineries. This was my reply. Why would he do that, though? To cause civil unrest? Because he's a madman? To make his buddies money? Probably this one. Also, oil is traded globally. So just because we get 0% from Iran, that doesn't mean that all the oil going through the strait, 20% of the global supply, suddenly not going through won't raise our gas prices. Oil is predominantly traded in the dollar, which is what gives us global reserve currency status. That means when other countries have to get their oil, most of them have to transact in dollars because that's the deal we made with Saudi Arabia or UAE, one of the two. Maybe even both. Who knows? I mean, the internet knows somewhere. So that's where I'm like, maybe I'm whatever. He doesn't know. In order to get dollars, they have to buy U.S. bonds. I don't know if that's true or not. When they buy bonds, they're essentially investing in the U.S. and creating new money that we use for our economy. And whatever rate they bought at, we pay them that percentage off the revenue taxes from a growing economy. The economy generates. Problem is, bond yields are going up, which means they're selling their bonds, which means we have to give them all their money back. So we're like deleting money out of the economy. Without money circulating around the economy shrinks. Add in oil prices going up, and you get a match ready to light the next Great Recession. Add in an AI bubble on top of that, and a private credit market that's teetering on collapse, and we will likely fall into a depression. That's if the government doesn't mandate the Fed to print. And then he said, a quart of oil hasn't gone up in a decade. These inflated gas prices are effing BS. He has already said we don't need any foreign oil. We have reserves for millennia. No, we don't. We have. Then why are prices going up? Because of American greed. That's all it is. And I said, bro, not the same oil, not refined and supplied the same way. Way less demand. I said that backwards. I said way less demand for gas than motor oil. It's actually way less demand for motor oil than gas. That's why the prices on the motor oil doesn't go up as much as gas prices. And the gas price, and gas is made from crude oil, which is exactly what the oil that comes out of that's coming through the Strait of Hormuz gets made from. It gets made from that oil. And that oil is on the global market. And when you cut off 20% of supply to a market whose demand has not diminished, you get rising gas prices. It's that simple. Dusty Hunt, how you doing? I'll press play and let your channel autoplay all weekend. All right. Thanks, Alexander G. See, she's a G. That's why. She's a real one. And she's like here, chatting it up. I love to see it. It is not often that Alexander G's hopping in the chat and actually like chatting because she's busy. She's got family too. And I will always respect people's time with their families. Yeah, we went over USDT dominance. This is downside. Wait, where'd my line go? Did I not have a line on equal lows? Or did I just point them out? We got some here. Point them out, point them out, point them out, point them out. Down then up. I don't know. We'll see. USDT dominance goes down, we go up. Total 2. Total 2 looks more bearish. We need a hold this low probably. I mean, technically, this is the low that has to hold, but because it's the swing level. But 4 hour. Lows. Oh, are these equal? Basically. Yeah, I think total 2 is going to go down, which means crypto is going to go down. But it could get a nice little pump first. We do have some imbalances here in these fair value gaps and fair value gaps up here on the top side as well. Just because equal lows exist does not mean we have to get them right now. We can, of course, get them later. And this is a 4-hour chart. So we could actually build, a couple more equal high or equal lows rather as we move our way to the upside. And even here on the hourly or even lower, as long as we're building them wherever they are, just like these right here. And one simple way to just think about equal highs and equal lows is it's just where liquidity is. There's liquidity here. So the market will naturally want to go there because that is where we have a lot of liquidity. A lot of people say the more times you knock on the door, the more likely you are to break through, or whatever the phrase is. I don't know. And that's pretty much yes. So, and it doesn't have to be equal highs or equal lows that matter either. We can have zones of highs, and those zones need to be broken and held. If they're not held, you fall through. Obviously. When you fall through, oftentimes you get a back test and then a continuation, like we did here. Fall through, basically back test, push down. We'll see if it gets a continuation or if it gets a reversal. But that's a level that it needs to break through and hold, because that's where all this resistance is. When something like this happens right here and you fall back down, that is an exhaustive, it's called exhaustion. It gets exhausted. There wasn't enough behind the move, enough like real bidding, real buying pressure to sustain the move. So you get the fall through. In other words, this was likely just a short squeeze. And when you get a short squeeze and you don't have actual bidding, actual buying going on, like steady buying from a bunch of participants and not just some random big buys by a few participants that liquidate shorts, then you're not going to sustain price and you're going to fall through. You're going to fall back. So hopefully Maybe that helps you understand the why in some things. But yeah, or at least expressing what it is. Gold. Okay. Okay, so we have come back within the range before. Actually, that's not even, that doesn't count. Because this is the range. This low is this low. So potentially a giant bull flag. Potentially. We have talked about this, how this could be could have ended up in ABC, and it has done that. An ABC, perfect ABC. Equal or similar length between A and C. Pretty similar. I mean, it did wick a little bit lower. This is a futures chart, so there could be a discrepancy between this and a spot chart. You get more volatility on futures and perps, you know, so that's why you'll get, typically you'll get higher highs and lower lows on a perp chart as opposed to a spot chart. Because we just over here playing with fake money. Money that's not ours. Are our yields continuing to go up? Go to the daily. Holding at 4.96 is the 20-year. It's not good, yo. 4.93 is the 30-year. 10 years at 4.41. People say that 4.5 is the taco zone, Trump taco zone. If you know, you know. Trump always chickens out is the phrase that they use. But whatever. It's just a phrase. 4.41%. Not here to make any kind of statements. Although I do agree. And I just made one. Damn it. 4.41% on the 10-year. And the 2 is at 3.97. So we are 6%, 6 points away from a 50-point spread, which a sustained 50-point spread between a 10 and a 2 very often leads to recession or explains a recession. Tells you that you're in the middle of one. But that big giant explanation to my friend, I mean, the dollar is moving to the upside. Why would we move to the upside? Well, if we're having to pay back bonds, then we are deleting dollars. You're deleting supply. So it's moving to the upside. That's my theory. Don't wear it out. Didn't Hormuz switch to Petro Yuan last weekend? Yeah, and that's another thing. They're trading strictly in the yuan. Alexander G, you said you copy me. What's going on, Dusty? You guys is y'all funny. I copy trade Alexander G. And you're just copy trading yourself all set because I copy you. Ruh-roh. It's a feedback loop. But yeah, so I mean I forecasted or predicted in my infinite wisdom. No, I'm not that. I am not that guy. But I did expect for a move here in the Dixie because we left behind fair value gap and maybe something crazy happens because we do have some equal highs up here. What would cause this? I guess total collapse and maybe the euro for some reason. So the Dixie, the DXY, the dollar currency index, US dollar index, is made up of these 5 currencies right here. It's a basket of these 5. It's the Australian dollar, it's the euro, the British pound, the Canadian dollar, and the Japanese yen. So basically, the Dixie doesn't really reflect necessarily the dollar. It's just showing how the dollar is doing against those 5 assets combined. But it's also weighted. So like it's like over 50% euro. It's weighted with, I guess it's weighted off of how much money they each have. And that's a good question, actually. I should probably look into that. Never even thought about that. But I know that like I knew that like the euro made up like over half of the index, but I've never like gone further than that. So I need to go further than that. Tell you guys, I'm always researching something and looking into stuff all the time, trying to learn, grow my knowledge base to get the best understanding that I possibly can in these markets. Also do a little bit too much goop or slop. So I'm trying to not get away from that because I got to have some kind of decompression. So yeah. Anyways, so if all of these are going down, the Dixie is gaining strength in general. So, but what's the one? TLT. Piper's the one that said TLT is like the true reflection of the dollar, which is why it's just down over time. It's a true reflection of the dollar because it's the 20+ year Treasury bond ETF. This means people are selling out of bonds, which we already knew that because bond yields are going up. So 20 years going up. So we already knew that. I'm going to be real with you. That split second right there just kind of made me kind of not scared, but this looks bearish, yo. Like, we might not get the upside move type of bearish. Who knows? It's so volatile right now, it's really hard to discern if it is going to go higher or not. But I mean, it's already done a bearish back test of the dynamic reactor on the weekly chart. So, not exactly good. It's not exactly bullish. What is this, 200 day or something? What is this? 200 week. 200 week is below us at $59,241. Is still there. 200 week historically. Let's go to a chart with more history on it. Bitstamp. Historically, getting below that. Whoa. Index. There we go. Historically, going below that was that marked the last bear market. Tapping it was the very bottom of this bear market. So this area is very bear markety, like end of bear markety. Bottomy. Here too, look at that. Held it up. And that doesn't show enough. So held it up there. Held it up there. FTX was terrible and all that stuff, so we went lower. And this just looks like a giant, one of my trades that I've been, my strategy that I've been showing you guys is just, it's what this looks like, man. And the problem is it's got a target with equal lows. And those equal lows are right here at $24,770. Considering all the macro headwinds that we are facing right now, with the Iran war, with private credit markets becoming potentially insolvent, oil prices surging, meaning gas prices surging, meaning you can't go out and do as much. Maybe you can afford to go to work and come home, but can you really like go out? So where's the money moving around in the economy? You already have an economy with little to slow growth, little to no growth. Maybe even, I didn't look at the last manufacturing index, or I don't remember it at least. Maybe it's contracting even. So there's just so much that just is pointing to recession. Doesn't make it a guarantee. Was I showing this without? Okay. Doesn't make it a guarantee, but it does make it a high probability. So, it might not hurt to hold on to cash, and have a stash that you can. If stuff really just hits the fan, and it doesn't look like we're all gonna die, like it's just bad economic times, maybe it'd be a good time to buy that dip. At least it would be probably a good idea to have cash to be able to buy that dip. And then, who knows, 5 years down the road, you'll never have to work again because you bought that dip. So, it's also got to feel like you're being very, very stupid in buying that dip. Like, it's got to feel like it. You got to feel like an absolute, I'm just going to say it, dumbass. It has got to feel like the worst decision you could ever make in your life. It's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel good watching this die. And buying down here. The headlines will say Bitcoin is dead. The headlines will say crypto is dead. And I will be on here being like, guys, it just looks like a flat correction. A volatile flat correction, but a correction nonetheless. Bitcoin finding its value throughout all the chaos. But that doesn't mean this is going to happen for sure or anything like that. Anything can change. We could get a white swan event of some kind. If something can happen that is, we just can't even think about it. And we'll see. We'll see. We will see. So, good luck. That's my rant. That's a good end to the week. I do appreciate each and every single one of you for joining me tonight, this week. And yeah, thank you for all your love and support and your kindness. And yeah, don't forget, tomorrow is Friday. Make sure you go out and give someone a compliment, someone preferably a stranger, someone you don't know, because you're trying to make someone's day. And typically when someone that you don't even know gives you some kind of compliment, it kind of feels good. Also, maybe even just have a conversation about someone and only ask some questions about them. Don't don't talk about yourself at all. And you wouldn't believe how much they light up and how well that conversation will go. So, do that. Try to be a good person. Try to be honest. Try to be transparent. Do the best that you can. Be kind. Be good. Be careful. Be careful, be kind, be good. Rep your hood. And yeah. Yeah, that's it. So join the free Discord, link in the description. Join me on X, or follow me on X at Lunar Beaches. And make sure you guys are subbed to Alex at Crypto, Trade Intuition, Ninja Art of Crypto, JR, at Piper Academy. Those are all my friends. CCM, Crypto Coin Mindset. I couldn't think of what the name was. Crypto Coin Mindset and Counter This. And that's it. So I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical weekend. And I will see you all in the next one. Mad love. God bless. Ride the waves. Peace out.
On LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put on LBC. Over LBC. I put on LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's a wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on it.